So in order for us to expose entrepreneurs, especially the budding ones, because we want to make sure that also there is future business for us as well. So we need to grow some of our entrepreneurs, not directly from the ones that we expect to get business from now, but the younger generation, the youth, and we hold an annual business plan competition, the SME Toolkit Business Plan Competition. And people apply or they register on, we want a snapshot first of what their idea is as a business. It typically has to be people who have not yet started the business in a formal way. In other words, it's not yet registered, but hopefully through the process of having the business plan competition, they'll get there. And the idea is that they use as many of the tools on the SME Toolkit as possible. So I have this workshop after the initial submissions are done, which is usually a one-pager, and then we have a one-day workshop. And the first part of it is about, okay, what is a business plan? Why do you need a business plan? And that part goes relatively okay, understanding that it's like a roadmap. If you want to go somewhere, you need to know how you're going to get there. But after that, the part that Brian was saying about the different sections, 20 sections in a business plan, okay, we've got 10. Okay. And we say, what are the different sections or what are the different components of a business plan? And that's where the challenge often is in terms of not necessarily naming them, but where does what fit in? Should procurement be a separate, title, or is it part of marketing, or is it part of operations? And those are the kind of things you kind of grapple with during the course of the workshop. Because it's very simple and it talks to people at different levels. I think it actually should be almost from the stage of a school child that's going through and going to gain at least an insight into how you become an entrepreneur or how you start putting your business plan together. And it's something that from the little I've seen so far, it doesn't really matter whether you're at a school level or you're at MBA level. The process, I also like the fact that you start, or at least the center of it is the why. Because often that's where, not only in the SME Toolkit competition, that you find people aren't quite sure, when you talk about vision, mission, and etc., as opposed to the why. But even with the bigger companies, I think it was Simon Sinek who said basically all companies know what they do. A lot of companies know how they do it. Very few companies know why they do it. And it's interesting that from the time of the 5-year-old who's asking all the time why, to the CEO, or even in my case the youth who are between 18 and 25, that why doesn't come in. And I think it's a very important component to have, but more importantly, hopefully with a tool like this, I think there's better chance that we all actually on the one and the same page. And that's the benefit that I see in terms of stakeholders and in terms of all the other stakeholders, whether it's financiers, whether it's employees, being able to see on one sheet where we're all going. And that's essentially what I'd like to say. Thank you.